Record. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Tanya Sheldon, Tanya Poe. Sorry, I misspoke. I'm filling in for the pose tonight, and I am out of Meridian, Idaho. And I'm so excited I get to be the moderator for our very special guest tonight. I see her. Hi, Marci. Before I do that, really quick, I'm just going to take about 5 minutes here and go over some announcement with you guys that I just want to make sure everybody is fully aware of. First of all, tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon on the official or the US distributor page, Sean Poe will be live 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and he's going to be talking about some new updates in the back office as well as end of the month tools to help you finish the month strong. And then Thursday, this will be on the Facebook public page, the LifeVantage public page. Lisa Barnes will be on there speaking with Jesse Allen about our scientific testing and some of the trials and clinical trials. So this will be a really exciting one to tune into. And those also become great tools to go back and tag your guests on and your customers on. And this, sorry, I'm getting over something. I don't know what it was, but you should have all gotten this in an email. So when you click on where it says register here, you'll be able to register for this. It just came out this afternoon, this email from LifeVantage. It's called Momentum Monday. And in it was this that talks about on May 8th, which is a Monday, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Direct Sales Association, the Direct Sales Association is doing a social media day. This is crazy. I've never heard them doing this before. So LifeVantage is sponsoring a free training opportunity for you and your team to help you build your business through social media. And you can click on the link, register for it. And again, it is free. So I highly suggest making sure you check your email and get that done. If you, for some reason, did not get it, make sure you let your upline managing consultant 2 or higher know that you didn't get it, okay? And then just a reminder again, May 5th through the 7th, the Most Powerful Women in Network Marketing event is taking place. I'm not sure if this is still free. Hopefully it is, but this becomes a great resource to bring friends and other cohorts in the industry together to just kind of connect, collaborate, and just talk the business. And sometimes becomes a great way to maybe build connections or plant seeds with people that might be looking for another opportunity. And then reminding you that the Gift of Glow Mother's Day special is still in motion. When they buy the Healthy Glow stack, they get the gua sha stone, which is quartz. And there's so many benefits to that. So that's going on. And then again, the Hard Rock Punta Cana, it's in full effect. It started beginning of this month, and the tracker is in your back office. So I'm going to stop sharing. And with that, we will key up our guest speaker. Okay, so excited about this. She's been on fire every time she spoke lately. And she's so humble. She's like, really? And I'm like, really? Like, you're amazing. So with that, we have Marci Steiner with us tonight, you guys. She's from North Bethesda, Maryland. She's a life coach, a Reiki master, a holistic healer for people and animals with a strong nutritional background, and has been working with herbs and connecting people with plants for a very long time. She has an executive corporate background in wireless telecommunications and has been a very successful entrepreneur full-time in the network marketing space for over 25 years. So have your heart and your ears open. Marci is a master trainer and a developer of leaders, and she has one of the largest global organizations in our business. She has massive leaders in her business, and Marci is a mentor to many of us. So with that, Marci, you can unmute yourself, darling, and so grateful you're here. Thank you for being here tonight.
Oh, thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you. Hi, everybody. So Sean and Michelle reached out to me, asked if I could come on today, and I was like so incredibly honored. In fact, they are like guiding lights for me along my journey. You guys all know how lucky you are to be working with Sean and Michelle. I literally have their their big faces, you know, from when they just got recognized in New Orleans. I have them. Someone gave me I didn't steal from anybody, but I got those faces and I brought them home because I'm like, I love to put my face like right in the middle of them because I want to see myself right where they are as presidentials. And I'm just wondering, as we approach the end of the month, where do you see yourselves? Do you have a vision of where you want to be at the end of this month? Because a lot of us kind of don't. I'm going to be honest, like it takes a decision to even make a decision about what we're looking to do this month or what we're looking to do by a certain time, right? To claim a goal, to say like, okay, this is it. I think you guys have a performance club, right? Do you have a performance club? Do you have some? No, you don't do that. Some people are saying yes, and some people are saying no.
Marci, we stopped doing it a few months ago.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right. Well, okay. So whatever it is, whether it's like MVP, anybody looking to be an MVP, bronze. Okay. Some people are raising their hand. Does anyone not know what I'm talking about when I say that? Does everybody know how to become a bronze MVP? Yes. Is there anybody who doesn't want to make an extra $100 this month? Okay. You're like, huh? What? She's trying to trick us. What is she saying? Okay. Here's the point. The point is like, decide. There's so many of you guys. I have you on little teeny squares right now. I think I need to change this because I'm trying to look at all of you and it's like hard. Okay. That's better. Now I can just see Dawn. You're so cute, Dawn. Okay. Dawn's really big on my screen and I love Dawn. So this is really a blessing. The point is, claim it. You've got to have a vision about where you want to go. Can you imagine if you were inviting someone to go meet you for, like, to go, I don't know, maybe I see Don. Don, I know, is a musician, right? Maybe you want to go hear someone play music. Can you imagine calling your friend and saying, hey, you want to go hear some live music with me? I'm not, and they're like, sure. And then you say, well, I'm not actually sure I'm going to go yet, but would you, get your tickets? I might come. Do you think anyone's going to follow you? Do you think anyone's going to get those tickets without you like getting the tickets first, you guys? That's why we have to be decisive. That's why we have to make a decision. That's why we have to believe in what we're saying yes to. So many of us will just kind of beat ourselves up or make excuses and say, oh, I thought I'd be at this point in my business by now, but I'm just not here because A, B, C, and D, right? We say these things. I want to invite you guys to drop that conversation because whatever you have done, the other things, that's what you chose. So we don't need to beat ourselves up. However, you might want to choose to build your business. You might actually want to choose to like get yourself back on track. I know Easter weekend, Passover, I'm telling you that happened earlier in the month, right? I literally just took off just a short period of time. I just let myself cook for a couple of days, right? And I literally felt like coming back after that, just a couple of days, I felt like I was gone for a year. I don't know if anybody like is still trying to get themselves back on track. I had to really make that decision to put the train on the track, know where I'm going, know the destination, so that every activity I was doing was moving that train forward. So whether you're completely off the track, whether you're on the track, but you haven't really put the pedal down right now, and you're going, okay, today is the 24th, by the way. So tomorrow is the last subscription that's going to run. We still have time to set up subscription. Like right now, like we could hop off of this Zoom and literally like magic could happen. Anything could happen. Could be so great. But what is it that you're envisioning? hold on one second. I had something I wanted to, that I took a picture of it. Let me see. I was like, oh, I don't know. This is speaking to me. In network marketing, entrepreneurs are paid for their vision, courage, and stamina. Maybe you've been on the track all month long. Maybe you're kind of tired because you've been running with your hair on fire, right? You got to have that stamina too. Wherever you are, I just invite you to take that breath, because I know you have to see where you want to go. You also have to know how to do it. You've got to know what you're doing. And how are you going to know what you're doing? Well, we're going to get feedback back by doing it. That's pretty, we're going to know it. We're going to know how, because we want to know how. And then we're going to be able to do it because we've learned, because we're going to learn by our activity. We're going to learn by coming to listen to somebody like me who's done it before. I can share my experience, and you'll take notes and you'll learn like that. But you're also going to learn way more from doing it. If you take the next 6 days of your business and you say, you know what, I'm going to do an experiment with myself. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to do more action than I had planned to, because I'm going to create a new story right now. Stories are so powerful for building our business. And it just can come from, it could be anything. It could be like, I made a decision one night to do 3 business invites to people that were on my chicken list, just because, and here's what happened. You just created a story. It doesn't matter the outcome. What matters is your activity and where you know you're going. We don't know exactly how it's all going to happen, but we have to claim it. And how many of us are like afraid of our back office right now? Oh my gosh, like things look different. They look like it's hard to find stuff. Okay, now is the time, even if you can't do it perfectly, or if you don't figure everything out, to be in reality. We want to go look now before tomorrow's subscription, because it's good to know, like, where am I before that last subscription of the month? Maybe take a screenshot of your dashboard, right? And then tomorrow is going to happen. And then you're going to have a gap between where you are right now and where you want to be. So my question is, what are your plans to deal with that? Like, do you want a head start right now, like tonight? Like, now is the time. You can do what I call invite to the invites. Anybody ever do those? Invite to the invites? You know what I'm talking about? Invite to the invite would be like, I just send a Facebook message or a text, because I know I'm getting myself queued up to do a lot of inviting tomorrow. So tonight I might say, hey, I've got something exciting to run by you. When's a good time tomorrow for me to give you a quick 2-minute call? Or maybe if you know you're working till 5:30, when's a good time tomorrow after 5:30 for me to give you a quick 2-minute call? That's when you're going to invite. But you could set it up now. You can set up those invites. Lots of amazing things can happen. So if you're feeling like, I don't know if now's the time, it's never going to feel like the right time. So we just bought a house, which is so exciting. Thank you, LifeVantage. We just bought a house. We've got there's so much going on in my life. Anybody feel like there's other stuff going on? We tend to sometimes have this conversation of like, well, when this happens and then that settles down and this happens, then I'm going to build my LifeVantage business. It's never going to be. There's always going to be something else. My question to you is, has your life changed, or people that you know, their lives changed because someone picked up the phone and invited you to this opportunity? Did that happen for you? Have these products like changed your life, or someone that you know? I want to tell you, if we just drop into our hearts today, and we know that we're going to come from a place of service because these products are so powerful, it can change everything. So go into your back office, be in reality about what's happening, know where you want to go, and then stay in your heart to bridge the gap and take action. I want to open up the Zoom tonight to just for a little bit, for maybe some stories. maybe your favorite story about the products, maybe how these products have changed you or someone that you really care about. Maybe it's a story you haven't even had a chance to tell the rest of your team. Or maybe it's a product that you've just discovered that you never used before. Like I had a short conversation with Samantha Allen, heard her on the Carrie and Stu call today. And we were talking about that little tin, you know, that soothing balm. You guys know the soothing balm? I mean, it's just not a product that most people talk about. But she was like going crazy. She said, oh my God, it's so amazing. We love the soothing balm, because I would just put it on my lips. But she said, it's incredible. Like anything that's dry or anything, a pimple, a cut, like whatever, we use it for everything. And I got to tell you, since I started putting it like on everything, it's now one of my favorite products. It's like magical. It's like a little magical tin. Like everyone should have this little tin. And whatever we're not talking about, I guarantee you it's not being purchased in our business. So and can you imagine that if you just maybe make a decision to next subscription, you're going to just grab a new product that you haven't used before to have a new experience with something, because when you authentically have that relationship, trust me, I wasn't this excited about the soothing balm before. I mean, I thought the tin was really cute, but I was kind of like, something like that looks like I could buy it in Whole Foods even for like $4.95. Like, I don't understand this. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy powerful. Like our products are not a joke. What we have our hands on is something incredible. And I got to say, because I want to open up here to hear your stories here in a second, but I just got to say one other thing that I'm excited about. It was what I was thinking about when I came out of the shower this morning. You guys didn't know I was going to be talking about that. Trust me, it wasn't like looking at my body or anything like that. That's not what it was. I was excited because I started really getting how awesome it is that we have a compensation plan now that pays sellers. I've been in LifeVantage building for about 10 and a half years. Until now, every time someone would start their business and they'd tell me, they'd look at the earnings claim statement, they'd say, you know, like, I'd say, well, what stretching a little bit, at what level would it make a difference for you? And they'd say, like that Pro 5 level, you know, Pro 6 would be really nice and 7 would be a dream, you know, or something like that. You know what it is now. It's MC1 or MC2. And my stomach would go into knots when they'd start talking about the products, because I would think, oh my goodness, well, they're going to make good money coming out of the gate and that's going to be exciting, but then it's going to go to 2%. And I don't have to go through the story. I'm sure you guys have Sean and Michelle that are telling the story all the time, right? But when I realized, like, wait a minute, okay, getting to diamond is going to be 30% commission. What if somebody just wants to come in and share products today? They can become double diamond, triple diamond. Like, we have this contemporary modern plan where we really can compensate very generously for wherever people feel like they want to fit in. And what I'm finding, I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but more customers than ever before are upgrading, more customers than ever before, because our collagen so demonstrative. Their friends are saying, what are you doing? Like, you look amazing. Then what's happening? One friend, two friends will be like, I want that. I want that. And next thing you know, those customers are now calling you up saying, I think I want to become a consultant. I think I want to like talk to you about the sales thing, because I've got some friends that are interested. I got to go back to Gallery View. I want to know, is this happening to you guys? Is this happening to you guys? Tell me if this is happening. Am I alone? What? It's not happening to you? I'm shocked. It's happening everywhere over here. So I don't know. I think that belief is everything. Start believing that that's going to happen. Start believing that's happening, because you are going to experience what you're believing. Did you know that? Whatever you're focused on will expand and become your reality. What is the conversation that you're having with yourself right now as we head into the end of the month? As we go towards global convention in October, what are you saying to yourself? What are you believing? I hope you will do whatever it takes to build that belief. Who's got a great product that's compliant? We're not going to say disease names, right? You guys know that, right? We're not going to say disease names, but I want to hear your favorite product story today. What are you in love with, or what's happened recently that you're just like, wow, I got to share.
Let me share about, well, they're all the products, but since the collagen, this is my aunt. She had, and this is no disease name, but help me if I'm not being compliant.
Okay.
But she had a hole in her retina and for many months. And in the other eye, she had inflammation of fluid behind her retina. And they were watching the hole and really concerned about the fluid. So she went into her optometrist, just a normal visit. And he said, and this is probably 4 months after the collagen, he said, "Oh, I see you had surgery on her retina."
Wow.
And she said, "No, I didn't have surgery." Why? He said, "The hole is gone." And he said, "The inflammation and the fluid is also resolved in your other eye."
And she was activated.
Yes. And she'd been activated on NRF2, well, probably all of it for a couple of years. So, and then she added the collagen and then the eye improvement. So is that compliant?
Sounded good to me. Yeah, I think so. I mean, what do you guys think? Don, you've got your hand up, your fake hand, your Zoom hand. Thank you, Kristen.
Yes. Well, if you're asking for what kinds of results people have seen with the products, I mean, I have.
Tell
I
me a
don't even
favorite
use
story.
What's that?
Tell me one of your favorite stories.
Well, I can actually share my screen and show you this. A lot of people here have seen this, but maybe some haven't. But since you're asking, I had some serious damage on my right leg from electromagnetic frequency damage. That's what we were able to determine it was, and it was going on for like 2 years, from 2020 into 2022. And then in June of 22, of course, when the collagen came out, I started taking that. I was scratching it constantly. It was very itchy, very concerning, because I didn't know if it might be some sign of, I don't know,
Something else.
I didn't know. But then about 4 months into taking the collagen, or 5 months, I kind of started to realize I wasn't really paying any attention to that leg whatsoever. And it was in January 2020, that I'll quickly share my screen, that I was able to take this before and after picture. I mean, that's pretty remarkable. So a picture's worth 1,000 words. That was gone. I don't even think about that leg anymore. And the only thing I changed in my whole regimen was adding the collagen. So
that's so awesome, Don. Itching and nausea are horrible. I mean, when you're itching or nauseous, you'll like do anything to help, you know, like there's people out there that are itchy for sure. Anyone else got a favorite product or a story you want to share?
I guess one that was, I didn't even think about at the time. I had started taking the collagen in June, and then from mid-July to mid-September, I'd had cancer previously, and they believed that surgery had gotten most of it, but they found some traces, and I required radiation treatment. So I underwent 8 weeks of radiation treatment, and about 10 days after completing it, I went to my dentist for an annual cleaning. And the hygienist was previously an esthetician. And she kept staring at me because, of course, they'd got my medical records. I had to update them, telling them I had gone through radiation treatment for cancer. yada, yada. So she's looking at it and she stares me at the face. She looks at the papers and she goes, you just went through 8 weeks of radiation. I said, yeah. She goes, your skin is incredibly nice. And I said, excuse me? And she goes, that's why I've been staring at you. Your skin looks really good considering you just came out of all that radiation treatment. And I'm like, really? She goes, well, I used to be an esthetician and I used to see a lot of people coming out of radiation and they would look pale and dry and cracked and just not looking good. And the whole time I was on radiation, I had from June on through September, I was taking the collagen with the tri-synergizer, as I had always been taking tri-synergizer. And like I said, I didn't think about it. And I had my before and after pictures. And then it dawned on me when someone else said, yeah, radiation messes your skin up. And apparently this prior esthetician said, no, your skin looks great. So I guess that's my story. It was just it was interesting because I hadn't even thought about it until somebody else was staring me in the face, literally and figuratively, and said, wow, what are you doing? And I told her about the collagen and she got all excited. And then she kind of bailed on me. I should retrace those tracks again. But she was like, wow, that stuff's got to be great. Look what it did for you. And I was like, thank you. This is what it is. How about we talk? And like I said, it kind of fizzled out, but Dawn, don't laugh. You heard this story before.
That's
But
awesome.
anyway, so that's my story.
Well, you're a good reminder to be a product of the products, right? Like that conversation happened because you were using the products.
Yeah. And follow up on potential customers.
Love it. Who else has a favorite product or a life-changing experience that they want to share?
Jackie Shore has her hand raised. Jackie, go ahead.
Okay.
And
And
we'll wrap
like,
up the call.
okay.
Hi, everybody. It's been a while. I don't think I shared this with anyone. So back in June of 2022, my husband wound up going through triple bypass surgery and having, as a result of the complications that he had, his entire left arm was filled with blood clots. And what we did was we doubled up our fish oil. And in 3 months, he was off Coumadin. The only reason they put it on was because he threw clots. It didn't make sense, but they were going to keep him on there for 6 to 9 months. And the doctors could not believe that the blood clots had disappeared, that our fish oil just gobbled things up and made it disappear.
And you tripled it, you said, or doubled?
We doubled it because when we went to triple, even with double, he wound up a couple of times in the emergency room for thin blooding, for bleeding, different things, because we got a couple of nosebleeds along the way. But yeah, come August, he was off, the Coumadin and off of, so yeah, it was pretty astounding. The doctors were pretty much shocked when they went and did the ultrasound of the arm and that they couldn't find the clots.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Yeah.
say that compliantly other than this is what happened,
Yeah, yeah. Well, the body knows what to do. And when it's under attack, it can't function the same. When we can turn on the switch and we can have our body fight those free radicals and lower that oxidative stress, it just empowers the body to do what it needs to do. That's what it happens. It's not magic pills. It's a magic body, And I just want to say one other thing. I want you guys to thank you so much for everybody who's sharing. I know that we all have the stories. If you need to ever have that belief go up, just call somebody and say, tell me about your favorite stories, right? Because if we don't share, we're not in our heart. We're not coming from that place of service. That's why we're all here. We're here on purpose. And in terms of stories, like what more can you do? Ask yourself, what more can I do to get more before and afters, maybe by the end of the month, right? If you're not, when you're setting people up on that collagen, plant that seed. Make sure, I tell my customers, take at least 50 pictures. They're like, what? Like not a couple, take 50, like take your scars, take your arms. If anything's crinkled, take it. Take the front of your hairline, pull it back, take the back of your hair. Like we want to get more pictures. What more can you do? Can you run a little contest with your customers over the next maybe 2 days and say, hey, I've got some extra products for that you want to give away. Maybe they can have a new experience with IC Bright or with the AMPM or, or with a few Axio or something. And you say, I've got 3 different products I'm raffling off for each compliant testimony or each before and after picture you give me. I'm going to put your name in the raffle. Maybe do something fun like that to get some more pictures that you can post before the end of the month. Anyway, I hope you guys have gotten some good ideas, some things that you can do. Don't be in denial, be in reality. That is where the power is. And make that decision, whether you're going to go wherever that next stop is. You've got to have that vision of where you're going next. And I know if you stay in action, you stay coachable, you keep reaching up, that you can do it with this vehicle. You got to have that tenacity, but keep going. And thank you so much, Tanya, for introducing me and for hosting this evening, and for all of you guys. You're my cousins. I love you. It's an honor to be with you. Thank you.
We love you, Marci. Thanks for taking the time. And if that's your new home here, and it looks so beautiful, so congratulations.
Oh, this is not our new home, but it's a very nice home. Thank you. And we're closing on the 10th.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay. Well,
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, everyone have a great night. Thanks again, Marci.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye.